Alright, it has been a long week, and I got a long week ahead of me. I just took my last dose of kratom, and mine won't be here till Friday. So if I'm going to make a video, it needs to be now. And looking at the sky, I can tell why. Got a lot going on. We still got Mars, Saturn, and Neptune here on the mutable cross with Jupiter on the mutable cross in Gemini. We got Pluto still in Capricorn retrograde, the only retrograde planet. We have Mercury and the Sun combust. Mercury and Uranus combust of the Sun, with the Moon in play exalted, a new Moon exalted in Taurus, with Venus still in Taurus, but that's fixing to change. And what else is changing is in 2 days, on the 19th, let's pop it up, Mars is going to move into Aries. Oh my. We know how that can get out of hand. And he's going to move on to that cardinal cross with Pluto on the cardinal cross, 90-degree angle, which means squared, and sidereal retrograde. So you're going to have your emotions, your root chakra, connected directly to your subconscious that's going to be retrograde. And right now, communication, combust of the Sun, means it's being suppressed from an outside source other than self. So you'll feel that you're being quieted or told to be quiet, or it's just suppression of being able to say what you want to say. Like a video being shadow banned or something. That's how that feels with that Mercury combust of the Sun. And Uranus as well, which is the conscious mind. So we have in the upper chakras, Venus, Mercury, the Sun, the Moon, and Uranus, all grounded in that heart chakra. All of this going on. So the things you want to say are from your heart, and you're being suppressed to not say them. Things you want to think, Uranus, you're being suppressed, and with the Moon as well. Well, that's on the 19th. Let's back it up to today, because it's still going on. Same dynamic for right now, for today, which is Sunday. Venus fixing to move into Gemini with Jupiter. As Venus comes in, Jupiter's getting ready to move out. Let's see what day Venus comes into Cancer. I meant to Gemini. On the 20th. So on the 19th, Mars is changing houses. On the 20th, Venus is changing houses. And Jupiter is it next week? Right about there. Oh, we're going to have a conjunction there. Venus actually beat Jupiter into Cancer. So it's going to be almost a whole month. Over a month we've got left of Jupiter in Gemini. And then it moves into Cancer and water. When Mercury moves into water, he's going retrograde. That's funny about the way Mercury generally goes retrograde 3 times a year. And if it starts in a water sign, all 3 retrogrades will be in a water sign. Generally. Unless it's on the cusp. But the way it happens this year, he's already been retrograde in Pisces, then he goes retrograde in Cancer, and a 3rd time in Scorpio. So a lot of Mercury breakdown. That's your intellect. That's navigation and travel and all kind of stuff. Communication, big pharma, health, all of that breaking down in the water signs, which are people and the people in our lives. What else have we got? Anything popping out at me? A new moon right on top of us, so generally a good day to start things, to begin a new project or just a new beginning. And it'll come full moon on a fortnight. But I think the biggest concern we have at the moment is Mars moving into Aries on the Cardinal cross with Pluto. That we really need to watch out for, because you can be triggered subconsciously. It's like sneezing. How do you stop it? It just wants to come out. And coughing, sneezing, laughing, things we don't have to learn to do. You're born doing them. Okay, Jupiter, still on that cross, mutable cross, with Mars and Saturn and Neptune. Mars and Jupiter work together in the lower chakras, and Saturn and Neptune work together in the upper chakras. So it's almost like a standoff. But when Jupiter moves off that mutable cross, you're fixing to have Mars and Jupiter both move off the mutable cross as Venus moves on with Saturn. So a lot of you people on the mutable cross, especially Pisces and Gemini, you're going to get a break when those two move, and you'll have upper chakra, crown chakra, and heart chakra players, and your imagination, which is above the crown chakra, on that mutable cross. So the water signs really catching hell this year, and this will be a little bit of a break for them. You'll feel the pressure come off, but then you're going to have Jupiter, Mars, and Pluto all on the Cardinal cross next month all together, which is going to be move that heavy lower chakra energy onto that Cardinal cross. Again, being controlled out of Capricorn by that retrograde Pluto subconsciousness. All right. In that heart chakra, in Taurus, we have Venus, Sun, Mercury, Moon, and Uranus. In Pisces, we have Saturn, Mars, and Neptune. In Gemini, we have Jupiter. In Capricorn, we have Pluto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's everybody. Lot of feminine energy, which is the creative energy. So with that moon there in the heart chakra, everything is major upper chakra. Everything is major feminine except for Jupiter. Interesting. Very interesting, and that Pluto is retrograde. And then we're going to have Jupiter's going to drop down here into Cancer, cardinal water, which is ruled by the moon here. Mars is moving into from Pisces over here in 2 days. Mars is going to move over here to join its mutable cardinal energy with the mutable energy of Jupiter still in Gemini. And that's what we got going on this week. In the land of the chakras, our bodies. Now, again, why I'm making this video and why I think it's so important for me to stop and do it is this Mars moving in 2 days. Come Tuesday, when Mars moves into Aries, being the ruler of that house, which is the capstone on the fire pillar, on this what people call the sun pillar, it's very emotional. And connected to Pluto, we can become extremely irrational. You know, when Mercury's there, you say a lot of things. But with Mars and Pluto, you're not going to be saying them, you're going to be doing them. So I can't stress how important it's going to be to keep yourself in check, to not emotionally react. Breathe deep, stop, step back, sleep on it. Don't make an emotional decision. And that trigger, because everything's loaded up in the heart chakra, Mercury combust, the moon, Uranus, all combust of that sun right now, you're going to have to watch it, because it appears that a lot of it will be triggered by emotional stuff that has to do with love in the heart. So be very, very careful where your relationships are concerned. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't let things get physical. Don't let things get violent. Need I say it? Don't do something you'll regret. Because once you do this, there's no going back. You can't erase it. This is one of those situations where you can't take it away. They always say you can forgive, but you never forget it. And that's what that energy feels like to me here, with Mars moving in there. All right, people. I would like to thank the 3 people who donated and adopted a cat, a mommy cat, for a couple months. I appreciate that very much. We have one more mother left, needing a bit of help. And other than that, everything's been really great. I'll suffer a little bit this week. Been a long time since I've been without Kratom, but I just flat can't afford to pay these local prices. I don't have a choice but to wait for it to deliver in the mail. So, all right, if my channel's helped you, won't you help me keep it coming to you? And when I do get some Kratom in me, I'll make another video. I want to talk more about the end of the Babylonian series, that Babylonian priesthood, and what actually we're dealing with here and what we can expect, because everything runs in cycles. When you look at the zodiac from above, it's layered. There's 3 layers to a zodiac: the houses above, the houses itself, and the houses below it. You have a spiritual, the world we live in, which is mixed, and then a physical world. Below it, there are 3 different things going on all at one time, and you get a better grip of it if you understand the Babylonian perspective of it. You can actually see what they're doing, and it makes sense from the perspective of what the stars have to say about it, but by no means does it make it what I would call good. To me, it's the knowledge of good and evil. And the group that's running everything, they're definitely all on the evil side. They have no good intentions for humanity, only for themselves. And for what they consider their race or their people or their guild, lodge, or society. Their religion, rather. All right, people, you know what to do. Commit those random acts of kindness. We all need them more than you'll ever know. And that's the first thing you'll learn when you die. It's that quick judgment of what you could have done that you didn't do. Just that being nice to people. Just be kind. Be friendly. That's all it's really required. just to love one another. What more is there?